are back with another video. Today we are answering a homestead question for you guys. So we had a question, people have asked, how do you heat your house if you're off grid? So we are on wood heat completely, we don't have any sort of other heat. So the question was, how much wood do you actually burn through the winter? Mm-hmm. So we do use a couple different types of wood. Andre knows more about that than me, so he's going to talk about that quickly.
That's right. So like Kimberly said, we do have various types of wood out here, and unfortunately, a majority of it is softwood. The only hardwood that we do typically find around here is birch, which is in where we are right now not too common to find unless you go down a few miles. But we also have poplar, aspen, spruce, and pine, and some other evergreens kicking around as well. And all those there are softwoods. So that's also going to depend on how much wood you burn. And because we do have a lot more softwood than we do hardwoods, we do tend to go through a little bit more wood than you would if you would have just strictly hardwood as well.
All those woods in there.
That's right. So did you want to maybe touch on the stoves that?
Yeah, so we do have different types of wood, but there are also different kinds of stoves. Now if you're looking at getting your own wood stove, you do want to be careful about which kind of stove you're buying. For us, when we bought this place, we had two stoves in here. We had one in the basement, which is where we are right now, and then there's one upstairs. The one in the basement is a Blaze King that we have, and that's a really efficient one. I think that they are quite expensive these days, but the reason that they are such a good stove is because they have a carburetor in them. So that carburetor recycles the smoke, so that it uses, so it's more efficient. The stove is more efficient.
It
burns
reheats
for longer.
the smoke.
Yeah, so the downstairs stove, you could put in, I mean, it's a bigger firebox as well, but you could put in like 8 pieces of wood and it'll be good for anywhere from 12 to 16 hours, depending on what setting we have it on. So that's the downstairs stove, and that's a Blaze King.
And typically we put majority of our hardwoods in this lower stove just because it does burn a lot more efficient, and then we get a longer burn out of it.
Yeah, it's a double win.
That's right.
As for upstairs, that is a cook stove. It's a wooden cook stove. So it's a bigger stove on top because it's got the firebox, and then it has the cooking, the oven. Thank you, the oven as well. It has the oven there too. So it's about double the size of the Blaze King in the basement. But it's a JA Roby, and it is not as efficient simply because it's newer. It's just built differently.
Well, the firebox is smaller,
and
right?
It doesn't have the carburetor.
Doesn't have the carburetor, so we do have to put in smaller pieces of wood into it, so that it can keep the temperature up. And like Kimberly said, it doesn't have the carburetor, which it reheats the smoke to give it more of a longer burn time.
So just to put it into perspective, I said that the downstairs stove can go anywhere from 12 to 16 hours, sometimes even longer. One time it went for, I think, almost 30 without us putting wood in it, and it was fine just because it was on that setting. But on average, the downstairs stove, like I said, will be 12 to 16, and then the upstairs stove will only go for probably about 6 on its max, and that's if it's really burning itself down to coals. And it doesn't burn it quite down quite as much. When we clean out the downstairs stove, it's something like really fine ash, and then when we clean out the upstairs stove, there's still little chunks in there because it's not burned through everything.
Exactly.
I think that's it in terms of the differences of the stoves, but just something if you're looking at buying your own wood stove for you guys to keep in mind, because you're going to want to make sure you get something that's as efficient as possible. But the downside of the Blaze King, it's more efficient, but you can't cook on it because it's a smaller stovetop and it doesn't have anything.
Less surface area.
Yes.
Exactly. So now to finally answer the question is, how much wood do we burn? Now, wood is measured in cords, or what it equals out to is 128 cubic feet. And typically the measurement for that is 4 feet wide, 8 feet long, and 4 feet high. Now, the wood that you see behind us is all that we have left from our winter stock. And if you look at that, that's a pretty good guesstimate. Because we weren't sure what we're putting in here. So we had all this wood filled up here.
Up to where we're standing.
To basically where we're standing. So if you look at that, that's 8 feet to the foundation wall. And we typically have a 8-foot ceiling here. I'm 6, we got 7 to the bottom, and then we got more into the rafters. Now all that wood there was just for the upstairs stove, and in total, if we take it with the measurements that we have for our cords, we went through about 6 to 7 at most cords of wood just for the upstairs wood stove. Now in the back corner that you see out of the camera range, that's where we stacked our wood for the downstairs stove. And in that area alone, we had about a cord, but we also had to pull wood in for the winter, or during the winter, to maintain the stock, and we had to do 4 loads of that, and that equaled out to a cord each time. So for the wood stove downstairs, we went through about 4 cords in total. Now, the difference is that the 4 cords lasted much longer than the 6 cords for the upstairs, because with the downstairs wood stove, we started that stove in about October, I think it was.
It was October. October it was on and off, and then November it was
October was on and off. The wood stove in the basement, and then by the time November hit, we had going 24/7 till just 2 days ago, really. And the upstairs stove, we got that running mid-November, end of November, and had that running full tilt up until even today. Today we turned it on in the morning because our overnight lows still dip down into double digits sometimes. So we turn it on in the morning, get a good burst of heat into the house. Sun comes out, keeps us good throughout the day. So we only have to turn it on once in the morning, and then we are good. So typically those 6 cords lasted from the end of November, so beginning of December, till about now, whereas the 4 cords that we had for the basement stove lasted from October till just a few days ago. So it's a huge difference in the 2 wood stoves just based on the efficiency and the way that they burn.
I like how you said you turn on the stove upstairs. You don't just flip a switch and it's turned on.
Well, I turn it on by
build a fire.
or build a fire in the morning. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So it gets turned on about once a day.
That's it.
And as it gets warmer, we won't need it as much,
That's right.
obviously. And most of the cooking will be done either outside or it'll be salads, smoothies. Things like that that don't require a stove, which is just kind of the nature of things when you have wood heat.
Exactly. Hopefully that answered your question out there, and if you have any other questions related to wood burning heat and how much it takes, please leave us a question in the comments and we'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.
See you guys.